Let's start with 3 rounds of Omkaras. Inhale. Starting prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ham Gam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyoma Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Samrasya prayer. Sangachatvam samvadadvam sambho manaham sijanatam deva bhagayatha purve sanjanana upasate samano mantras samitis samani samanam manasah chittamesham samanam mantram avimantrayevaha samanena vo havisha juhomi samani va akutihi samana hridayani vaha samanamastu vo manaha yatha vassu sahasati. Panchangam. Adyatana Panchangam. Panchavinshatyadhika Ekashatotara Panchasahasratama Kaliyugabdaha Shri Shobhakrut Nam Samvatsaraha Uttarayanam Vasanta Ritu Chaitra Masaha Krishna Pakshaha Ashtami Tithi Purva Ashadha Nakshatram Shiva Yoga Balavataranam Brahaspati Vasara. Today's date 13th April 2023 Thursday. Tithescha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushya Vardhanam Nakshatra Bharate Papam Yoga Droga Nivaranam Karunat Karya Siddhischa Panchanga Phalamuttamam. Sarvesham Shubhamastu. Shloka from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, shloka number 1. Edam tu te guhyatamam प्रवक्ष्यामनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे शुभात्. The Supreme Lord said, O Arjuna, because you are not the envious of me, I shall now impart to you this very confidential knowledge and wisdom, upon knowledge which you will be released from miseries of material existence.
Suprabhatam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. The word split. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam Tu Te Guhyatamam Pravakshyami Anasuyave Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yat Jnatva Mokshyase Ashubhat. The plain word meaning idam tu, this indeed, te, to you, guhyatamam. As it is mentioned in the translation, it is confidential, not merely confidential, most valuable. Guhyatamam, valuable. Pravakshyami, I will speak. Anasuyave, the one you are, the one who is non-envious. Asuya, envy. Anasuya means not having envy. The one who is not having envy is anasuyuhu. To such a person, anasuyave, I will speak. Pravakshyami. What shall I speak? Jnanam, the knowledge. And vijnana sahitam, in an experiential manner. Yat jnatva, that on knowing it, jnatva, mokshyase, you will be liberated, ashubhat, from all that is inauspicious or that which doesn't give you happiness. From that you will be liberated. This is the plain word meaning of this shloka. As you can see, this is the first shloka of the 9th chapter. We just completed the 8th chapter, that is Akshara Parabrahma Yoga. And this is the 9th chapter, which is called as Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yoga. And with regard to the continuity of thought, Acharya Shankara in his Avataranika Bhashya, in the connecting Bhashya commentary, he says that in the previous chapter, Dharana Yoga was spoken. How a yogi, how a sadhaka should fix his mind towards the end of his life on the highest form, the consciousness, Bhagavan, Ishvara, Vasudeva, and then he has to shed his body so that he reaches through Krama Mukti. We saw all those descriptions in the previous chapter. Agnihi, Jyotihi, Ahaha, Shuklaha. He slowly ascends through the spiritual planes and ultimately reaches the abode of Brahman and get liberated. So that was the essence of the previous chapter, where Dharana Yoga, Krama Mukti and Moksha was spoken. And what about this chapter? What does this chapter contain? Acharya Shankara says, Evam na anyatha vidyate margaha. Whatever has been spoken in the 8th chapter, that is the only path to liberation. That is emphasized, re-emphasized in this chapter. So, in essence, we see that 9th chapter is a confirmation. All the beautiful descriptions, shlokas that you are going to see in the 9th chapter is a reaffirmation, reconfirmation that only by surrendering to Vasudeva, as Acharya Shankara quotes, Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha. So, surrendering to Vasudeva, surrendering to the divine presence, doing Ishvara Pranidhana, which has been given great emphasis in Yoga Shastra, and going on about our work, anchoring ourselves in the divine presence. So that is the path to liberation, which was stated in the 8th chapter, which is being re-emphasized by so many beautiful verses that you will come encounter in this shloka. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, whichever form, just be connected with the divinity, make connection to the divinity an everyday part of your life. All those wonderful descriptions you will find. So this this chapter, which is called as Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, speaks about that Rajavidya. What is the Rajavidya? The royal knowledge. The royal knowledge is nothing but being connected to Ishvara. While doing your day-to-day mundane activities, always be connected to the Bhagavat Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, and go on about it. This is the Rajavidya. Now, about which elaborations will continue in this 9th chapter. But one very interesting thing in this shloka, which normally misses the superficial kind of study of this, is Bhagavan Krishna has established the methodology of the teaching in this shloka. 4 very valuable educational ideas we can glean, we can extract from this. Any educational activity, any teaching learning purpose, activity or process should have 4 essential aspects, which is true for this Rajavidya also. What are those? 4 terms are there. Guhyatamam, Anasuyave, Vijnana Sahitam, Mokshase Ashubhat. So, these are the 4 words to be focused on, which conveys the essence of any educational pursuit. What is that? Jnanam. So, Jnanam is the noun for all these. Jnanam is qualified by all these terms. Okay. So, Jnanam is what is being conveyed in the process of teaching learning. How should that Jnanam be? It should be Guhyatamam. What is Guhyatamam? Means that which we would want to preserve, protect. What is that which we would want to preserve and protect? Anything that is valuable. My gold chain or gold ring, etc. Will I just leave it outside? No, I value it very much, so I will safely put it in the bureau and lock it. So, Guhyatamam means not merely secretive, that which is very valuable, which I want to protect. So, what is valuable? How do we purchase a gold chain or gold ring, etc.? After doing a lot of hard work and earning money in the right way, we purchase. So, what becomes valuable is what is earned by hard work. Very, very hard work we put in and we earn and we cherish it and we want to hold on to it. So, Jnanam is not any frivolous knowledge. Jnanam should be Guhyatamam. Rigorous study, systematic study, and developing insights and knowledge, more and more ideas about it. So, Jnanam that any teacher wants to convey should be Guhyatamam. He should not just read one book and just speak in the class. So, he should have developed his own insight. He or she should have developed his own insight, worked on it, reflected upon it, and what should be conveyed, how should it be conveyed. So, a lot of work should be put on what Jnanam is to be conveyed. So, it should be a precious knowledge he should convey. Krishna says, this knowledge that I am going to speak to you, which is called as Rajaguhyam, is Guhyatamam. It is valuable, it is precious. I have dwelt upon it. I have worked on it. So that is so very important thing. So the first question in any educational process is what? What do we convey? Jnanam. What kind of knowledge we should convey? Guhyatamam Jnanam. Very valuable knowledge. Knowledge that we have worked hard to gain. And then to whom should this knowledge be conveyed? Anyone or everyone? No. Anasuyave. Second quality. So how should the student be, or how should the educational ambience be created? It should be non-envious, in the sense non-competitive. So this is unfortunately in our when will envy come about? Asuya, when will it come about? When he is going ahead of me, I should go ahead of him. Let me do by hook or crook somehow. Let me get the first mark or first grade or something like that. No. Guhyatamam knowledge, Guhyatamam Jnanam should be conveyed in a non-envious ambience. Only then knowledge will be grasped. So knowledge, see, these are higher ideals which we should listen to. Though it is difficult to put in practice in the unfortunate educational setup, but still at least when we hold on to certain higher watermarks, higher ideas, slowly the transformation, of course, in one day or the other, with the new educational policy, etc., coming up, it will slowly the change will happen. So the educational ambience among the students and the teacher and the student. That's why in the Sahanavavatu we say Ma Vidvishavate. So in a non-competitive ambience, education should be there. So that when Raga Dvesha is there, will the knowledge be absorbed in its purest sense? Not at all. There is competition. Somehow I should get through this knowledge. That will be the attitude. So that should be done away with. So that is a firm opinion of Krishna here with regard to the education, and also this knowledge, Rajaguhyam, Rajavidya, this is how he is going to approach. The second educational ideal we get here. So what knowledge? Valuable knowledge. Knowledge that I have worked sincerely on to gain. That I will convey. And knowledge to whom? To a non-envious person, creating a non-competitive atmosphere. And then how will I convey? How should the knowledge be conveyed? I will simply write on the board, copy the notes. That's all. Syllabus is over. Get ready for the exam. No. Jnanam is not factual alone. Vijnana sahitam. So how to convey? Create various experiential model. I will create. Krishna says, Aham pravakshyami. As a teacher, he takes the commitment and says, Aham vijnana sahitam pravakshyami. So again, the knowledge may be very precious, valuable, supreme and wonderful, but how it should be conveyed in an experience. So lot of educational methodology, etc. We should create an experiential grasp of the knowledge. All those methodologies also a teacher should adopt. Krishna says, I will do it. And then finally, the knowledge may be supreme, and then it could have been conveyed in a non-competitive atmosphere, and it can be conveyed in an experiential manner. But Ashubhat Mokshase, will that relieve us from one pain or the other or suffering? Does that positively contribute to positive way of living, overcoming our suffering? That is again. So what should be the content of the knowledge? It should be such that it mitigates one problem or the other. So in this case, the entire samsarika dukkha is overcome. But in our other educational pursuits, does this knowledge which I am trying to convey, a teacher should think that does that address any problem? To overcome any problem, does this play a part? Ashubhat mokshase, some suffering, some problem is overcome, some improvement in the quality of life, does this knowledge bring about? So these are the four questions that should be, or these are the four methodological aspects, four pillars of education that should be established before any educational process commences. These are the real pillars which hold the building of any university rather than any physical concrete and mortar pillars. So this Krishna at the very outset clarifies, and this he commits, and then that commitment he continues through in this chapter and beautifully brings us an experiential understanding of Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam.
Hello everyone, we have an announcement from School of Yoga. We have annual sports meet which is going to begin today, and inauguration ceremony is at helipad ground exactly at 3 p.m. All are requested to be there, and for School of Yoga be in the color codes what we have already allotted here. Thank you.
Please stand up for flag hosting. I would like to welcome Uma Shankarji for hosting the flag. And we'll end the session with Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. national anthem. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchal Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gare Tava Jaya Gatha Jana Gana Mangala Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Bharat Mata Ki Vande